What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and before we get to our video, we wanted to let you know about our milestone giveaway for 1,000 subscribers.
We are giving away an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. This is the first appearance of Silk, the original Sin tie-in. I'm sure everybody is familiar with this book. This is a CBCS 9.8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Big boy.
This book is much hotter than it was when we first bought it for the show.
Yep, that's true.
You insist on still giving it away, and I'm very happy to do it.
You can tell that he is not. But anyway, we are giving this away when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Kick-ass, key issue, first appearance of Silk, is someone's going to win this book. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to the video, shall we? Hey, Nate.
Huh.
How you doing today?
Yeah.
Yeah. You alright?
Yeah.
You good?
I'm That's about all I got.
But what is that, like, if there was an emoji for I, what would
5.
that look like? 5?
Someone go like this, 5.
Someone
5
go
out
like
of 10.
this, 5. Is that an emoji?
I don't know emojis.
No, I said like an emoji. Like, what if I was an emoji?
This
what would it
one.
look like? Which one's that? Were your eyes
One
closed?
with just a line. It's just lines for eyes and lines for mouth.
But there's 2 dots.
Well, there's lines.
No.
There's
Oh,
lines
yeah,
for
there's
eyes
lines.
and the
There's
lines for
literally
mouth.
lines.
Just...
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's about what I got.
We'll start the show.
Maybe we should talk about comic books to make me happier.
What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and we've got another new comic book day for
everyone. It's for everyone. Comics are for everyone.
For the week of September 28th. This is the last week of new comics for September, and then we'll jump right into October. And just telling you now, unrelentingly, the pools are going to be beefy.
Yeah, they are. They're getting
We're just gonna have to deal with
beefy.
It's just gonna be beefy, you know, and tie-ins be damned. Gosh darn it! All right, let's get to it anyway. Let's just move on. Let's move forward with the show, and we're gonna kick it off with our Judgment Day tie-ins. Usually we would start with X-Men, but Judgment Day is kind of, you know, what
supersedes the X-Men.
Correct, and that is Avengers Judgment Day tie-in number 1. You know. Issue number 5 of Judgment Day was even more of a doozy than issue 4 was, and I've got questions, and hopefully, you know, it says at the end of issue 5 that answers will be found in Avengers tie-in number 1. I don't know, you know, I you know, the end of 5 was something's up, and hopefully we find out here.
So do you think we're going, is this for sure just focused on Tony, even though it's called Avengers?
I hope not, because of why. I mean, because of what was presented in issue 5, and it's saying like the big drop. I don't want to say it, but like the big drop in issue 5, because I don't know if everybody's read it yet. And so they're like, to be continued in this book. And I can tell you now, just like a minor spoiler, what happens at the end of issue 5 of Judgment Day doesn't really have anything to do with Tony. So, I mean, I'm just going to, maybe it's Tony trying to figure shit out because of what happened at the end of issue 5, but I hope not, because I need answers. Like, I need answers now.
Well, if you're curious about how important these 3 one-shots are, the Axe, Avengers, X-Men, and Eternals, they are the only tie-ins that are straight up included in the Axe Judgment Day trade paperback. So, like, they are like, the trade paperback is Judgment Day 1 through 6, the free comic book day issue, and then these 3 one-shots. So Marvel is clearly telling us these are absolutely essential to understanding the story. So if you're reading Judgment Day, make sure you don't skip it.
Yeah, after 5, I can't see why it wouldn't be that important. So yeah, hope we get answers. All right, after that, we've got Amazing Spider-Man issue number 10, a Judgment Day tie-in. I mean, I think we kind of know where this is going to go. Peter is going to be judged by probably every person that he's ever cared about in his life in this book, including Uncle Ben. Will he pass? I think that's just probably, even though No, we didn't get told if he passes or not in the book, right? It was Miles that got
It was
passed.
Miles that got passed. Yeah, the Celestial appeared to him as
Peter.
Peter. So
All right.
I would imagine, yeah, it's gonna appear to him. I mean, the obvious thing would be Gwen, but knowing Peter, he's gonna traumatize himself by seeing literally everyone that's dead that he cared about.
All right. So what's the judgment before? What's the prediction? You think he's gonna pass?
No, I think he's gonna fail.
He fell.
And I think he's gonna fail because one of our esteemed colleagues, our number one viewers that always enlightens us and brings us to understanding more, Kwaku, pointed out the Celestial is judging people based
That's
on
right.
their own criteria for themselves,
That's right.
not anything else. And Peter is always putting himself down. So no, he definitely would not pass himself. So I don't think the Celestial will pass him either.
I guess that makes sense with Cyclops now. Like,
Mhm.
of course he'd pass judgment and pass
because Cyclops knows in his heart of hearts that he is the bottom of all bottoms, and he doesn't change. Like, he doesn't hide that fact. So like,
look.
he went up to literally went up to Cecil and was like, "Listen, if you think you can judge me, you need to talk to my lady because I don't know shit. I'm at the very bottom, and it don't mean nothing." So it's like, damn, you're right. Like, I'll just take it up with Gene. Never mind, man. You passed. Good job. Because Cyclops is the worst character.
Okay, all right.
In Marvel.
We're talking. Okay, let's move on.
Not because he's a bottom, by the way. That's okay. I'm totally okay with that.
Speaking of Cyclops, we've got X-Men issue number 15 by Gary Jerry and Cassara, and we are what it would appear that we are, I guess, dealing with the Children of the Vault storyline that Hickman, wrote 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah. I am not trying to say that's what's going to happen, but I mean, when this was solicited, it was like, oh, here we go. And I think most Hickmanites are going to be frustrated with this book because I'm sure it's going to be a one and done. Here's the problem. Oh, we solved it. Move on. And this is going to be the first time that I speak ill of this book because that's frustrating to me. And I want an entire arc. I do not want one book. Prove me wrong, Gary. Prove me wrong.
Do it, Gary. Do it.
I know you're not going to talk about this because you're probably not even going to read it.
And I don't know. Who knows? Joshua Cassara is joining the book. I do find that to be appealing. I just the X-Men fatigue, the mutant fatigue is pretty strong right now. It got a little bit of boost with Judgment Day, and now that I realize that this particularly X-Men book is no longer Judgment Day, I think I'm just ready to kind of move on.
I kind of agree. All right, after that, we jump into Antman from Al Ewing, issue number 3. We are building this thing with a bunch of different Antman through time. And I've had a fun time with it. I thought issue 2 wasn't as strong as issue 1, but I didn't really know the issue 2 Ant-Man. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? But I'm sticking with it. It's a 4-part mini. I'm about it. It's Al Ewing. His writing is fantastic. So, I'm gonna read it. So we'll see where this goes. I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I didn't read issue 2, so think I'll stay off of it. But it is an Al Ewing, so who knows? Maybe this will make an appearance on my pull list as a trade.
Yeah, for sure. All right, after that, speaking of Al Ewing, we have Defenders Beyond, issue number 3. Three. And we have Galactus's mother on the cover, proclaiming I am Phoenix. I'm gonna give.
I'm not tired. That was just how I really felt about it.
No, hold on. I'm gonna give Ewing the benefit of the doubt, and I'm sure he will write a very appealing Phoenix story.
I'm sure he will too.
That will not last throughout the entire run. I mean, nothing really ever lasts in this Defenders run. It's always like on to the next one, in a good way. So, the last issue I was impressed with. So I'm hoping that we continue this trend and we don't do what the previous Defenders run did, which was first 2 issues were like, don't know what the fuck's going on here, but I'm intrigued, and then it just fell off a fucking cliff. So
yeah,
Let's hope
Very
that continues.
random, but since I don't have this on my pull list, but I know I'm buying it, I'm not beholden to this cover A. I might actually get cover B
I
instead.
gotta
It's a
look at it.
really
Hold on.
nice,
Let's see what it looks like here.
really nice little
Oh yeah.
watercolored
Yeah.
cover.
Y'all can't see it, but we can. So
It's great.
because I'm not pushing the button. All right. After that, okay, here we go. This is gonna be, I think,
Oh
the
look,
focal.
Al Ewing.
Yeah, Al Ewing is back. So we've got Thor issue number 27 from originally Donny Cates, but now Al Ewing is a co-writer on the book. When this book was initially solicited, it was just Donny Cates. And it was like, the way it's solicited is, hey, Donnie's back to writing Venom again. What a fun time we're going to have him writing Venom and Thor at the same time once again. And now it looks like Donnie wrote what he wrote, whether that's just the script and then Ewing came in and filled in the holes. That remains to be seen. But clearly, there is something going on with our guy, Donny Cates. And all I have to say is I wish him well. And I don't want to speculate. I don't want to feel any of that shit. I want
No.
whatever's happening with Donnie to just live his life and do his thing, because that's unfair. That's unfair to get frustrated at the fact that it looks like he's not writing his books anymore. And I'm sure it's warranted. I'm 100%. I don't even sure. It's 100% warranted that he's not writing his books, because fucking life, right? So
Gets in the way.
I hope this is fun. I really do. I am kind of looking forward to this book, though.
Yep, me as well. This is a 2-part crossover too. So as of right now, it doesn't have Al Ewing's name attached to 28, but I bet we'll probably see it
For sure. It'll probably just be Ewing at that point.
I bet you Donnie did enough framing that they'll leave his name on it.
Yeah. Okay.
But 29 for sure doesn't, because his name's not on it. That's all Torrin Grombeck. So
yeah, that's crazy. Hey, I'm interrupting the video because I have something important to tell you. I know you know about our sub giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. This one right here. I know you know about that one because we talk about it all the time. But did you know we're giving away a slab at 750 subscribers? That's right. We're giving away this second printing of Silver Surfer Black issue number 1 with Null on the cover when we hit 750 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. Let's get back to the video. We jump over to DC with Superman Action Comics issue 1047. Kal-El returns, part 1 from Philip Kennedy Johnson. Hey, Kal-El is not the only one back. Jim is back on this book.
Heyo.
Heyo. So,
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of glad we're not doing the War World thing anymore. I think that went on way too long. I don't know what it is with writers writing Superman currently that feel like they need to draw out all their arcs to like 1.5 year long fucking things. But
I'm almost guarantee you that's because of Dark Crisis.
That sucks. Anyway, I am looking forward to this. I actually really like this cover, even though I don't like the look on Superman's face. It looks it's like he's like farting. Like, haha, I crop dust you. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. And it looks like, I think this is probably going to be a 6-issue crossover. Ooh. 6 or 7. Because we've got, of course, going back and forth between this and Superman, Son of Kal-El. And then I believe it ends with a Kal-El Returns Omega issue as well. So,
yeah,
I think from what Philip Kennedy Johnson and Tom Taylor have sort of said on Twitter, Johnson sort of put out some plugs and was talking about it, and Tom Taylor sort of jumped in when people started speculating that it's probably not going to be good because they aren't working together. Tom Taylor basically like hopped on Twitter and was like, actually, here's like conversations we had from a year ago about this, blah 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 blah. So Tom can't let anyone talk shit, and I like it
absolutely
a lot on Twitter. So I think it's going to be a good recentering. Johnson said that multiple times. He said, hey, I'm really happy with what we did in the space and the wars, Warzone, War World thing. He goes, but if you're ready for us to be back on Earth with the family, doing the whole Jimmy Olsen and normal Metropolis shit, like, we're back. So that's what we're doing.
All right. Sounds good to me.
We'll see.
All right, after that, we jump over to Detective Comics 1064 from Ram V. I remember we kind of established like this new, I would assume new, um, villain family thing. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just remember being like, oh shit, like
Yeah,
the
it's like a
second
family
issue
that says they are the secret inheritors of Gotham, essentially.
sounds good to me. Um, I think for me, the only critique I would give is like I'm ready to like let's go. We're two
Mhm.
issues in, we're about to be three in. Like let's move. Let's really start pedal to the metal. I don't need any more setup. I think issue 1063, we did see Harvey Dent becoming corrupted, and like that was cool. Like
Mhm.
I'm ready for more of that. I'm ready for just let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I want to temper your expectations and anyone else that's feeling that as well.
Yeah.
I don't think this issue is going to be very satisfactory if that's what you're looking for, because by solicitation standards, this is technically issue 3 of 3 of the first arc. Um, I think what this was is this was sort of a uh, backbones setting mini arc, 3 issue arc, to sort of set what's going to be happening throughout his run,
Mm,
setting up this family and setting up Bruce, feeling like he's always behind and he's just not quite with it. And he's like, 1 second too slow or something like that. I think that was
mhm.
sort of, this was a 3 issue framing. I do find the pacing to be a little bit slow too. And so that might be a little frustrating, but I have immense respect for Ron V as a writer that I'll ride with it for sure. But
I'm gonna write it, but
I just want to temper expectations for anyone that's out there that's like Jim and is thinking, okay, this is the 3rd issue we should be blowing bullets by, and hopefully that does happen to some degree, but I just don't think it will, because this is
I'm
the
not saying I'm
final
not saying
issue of
bullets.
that
I'm
arc.
just saying
Like,
like
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know. Well, I
I
do.
don't think it's going to be a big issue. I think it's probably going to be like the other
It's
two.
not that I don't want it to be a big issue. I want it to move things. I hope there's a hook. I don't hope it's like, and that's
Mhm.
the end of the arc. Like, well, what the fuck?
If you
Like,
All right, I'll give you one thing that will make you more excited. Look at the 1 in 25 cover that is a guest Martin Simmons cover, and it is literally a crossover between Department of Truth and Detective Comics.
listen. Covers are great, right? But that's not gonna move me more to be like, oh,
I
now I
didn't
gotta go
say it
buy
would. I just said look at
65.
the cover, and I'm like, look over here, shiny things. Now what's the next one?
Would you not? That's that is a cool cover though. You can't see it. Anyway, next up. Oh, talk about a book. All right. So we got Tim Drake Robin, issue number 1, The World's Greatest Robin Returns. Apparently,
Mhm.
you have told me that the cover artist is also the interior artist. That has me very excited.
Yes. So if you read the first volume of the Harley Quinn, the latest Harley Quinn series,
Uh,
you'll be familiar with the interior artist's work.
so here's
Riley Rossmo.
the controversial statement that I'm going to
Okay.
make here today.
Yep.
This will be the book that will have the honor or
Mhm.
dishonor. I don't know what the right terminology is that will be replacing Batgirls. This is the book that will be, because I am dropping Batgirls, and it's not because Batgirls is bad. It's just
Wow.
it's just too
He
thick.
is dropping a book with that is not only led by women but also features a woman of color for a singular white man.
Why are you making it this? Why are you making it this?
Where's
I'm
your
just
Beto
saying.
shirt? Okay, you need
It's
to make up for it
downstairs.
by wearing. Okay,
All right. The sign's in the yard,
the
but
sign's in the yard. Shut up.
chill, dude.
No, I'll be picking this one up too, at least for issue 1. I have very limited experience with this
Mm-hmm.
writer, and so she could be great. Uh, and I've just missed her good books, but so far all I've read of hers is the Young Justice Dark Crisis
Ooh.
tie-ins, and they've been
Ooh.
very. Eh.
Yeah,
So
but you have to know shit for that book.
no, I'm not confused by those books. They're just not very good. Um,
Wow.
I just don't know. I'm interested in this book because I'm not very familiar with Tim Drake, so
Okay. Okay.
I'm curious to see if I like her version of him.
Yeah. No bones.
No bones.
And after that, our last book for DC, and that is Nice House on the Lake, book number 10 from James Tiny and the Fourth. Fun fact, we have not had this book since late May. So it has been it's been 3 months. It's been 3 months since we've had this book.
It's crazy.
And I think if I'm not, well, wasn't there a decent break between book 8 and book 9,
There
right?
was, yeah, there. We've had a couple of breaks on this series for sure.
So the other fun fact is this book initially was only solicited to 10 books,
It
and then it was
was.
like, we're getting 2 more. So very interested. This book has been really good. The thing, the most unfavorable thing about this book has been the fact that it's been delayed so much, or there's been so many
Mhm.
breaks. So that might hinder it a little bit. Like, wait, what are we doing here? I can't remember, and I'm sure James is not going to give us like a 2 or 3 page recap of like this is where we are in the story. He's just gonna pick it right up.
Yeah, and that's going to be a little bit hard because I felt like I was super. So we got the first 6 issues, which took us through November of 2021. Then we had a break till March. Then we had 3 issues: March, April, May, and then we had another break till September. And those 3 issues that came back after the break, I was pretty darn confused.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very worried about this one too because I'm not really
Right.
on strong footing with this book.
Yeah. Let's hope that it can recover, and we're both like, fuck, pick of the week.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we're jumping into our independence with Aftershocks: A Calculated Man, issue number 4.
Yes, issue 4, and I guess this is the last issue. Nothing is solicited after this, so
Whoa.
that's the one thing that Aftershock doesn't do is put on there like how many it is of. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've picked the first 3 issues of this book as my picks
Pick
of
of
the
the
week,
weeks.
or maybe
Yeah.
the first 2, and then 3 was still like an A+. But
Yeah.
yeah, this has been a great book. Everything's sort of starting to not fall apart, but not be as cohesive as Jack Beans wants it to be.
Mm.
Both his witness protection program detectives know that he's been killing everyone. So and now he's about to apparently come out to his girlfriend, who thinks that they're just basically joshing each other. That she's oh yeah, I'm a stripper and I'm at the club working, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm over here hacking this dude's wiener off. Like, oh, it's great fun. And
God.
she doesn't realize that he's serious
Actually
because
doing
he
that.
can't lie. So
Wow.
I'm curious to see how this one ends. I kind of expect a little bit of a uh, Breaking Bad sort of it all just sort of
Mm.
burns kind of ending,
Okay.
but we'll see.
All
Yeah,
right. All right.
this is probably potential pick of the week, if not
Okay.
straight up.
Okay. All right. Well, we're jumping over to Boom now with Grimm issue number 5. This is my potential pick of the week. This book has
Mhm.
been super fun. Stephanie Phillips has been on fire with this book. It's been fun. The idea, as unoriginal it is to write about death, it's pretty goddamn original. And we've got our heroine dealing with the fact that she may actually be related to Death. We met Death,
Mhm.
actual Death, hiding out in Vegas at the end of issue 4, and we have the end all, literally the end of the world, literally chasing after her. And then we have an army of Reapers that are now going to be chasing after her now too. So
Mhm.
shit's hitting the fan in this book, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, me as well. There was a little bit of speculation on 100% if this book was going to continue or not, and then Stephanie Phillips was like, "Oh yeah, the end of the first arc." Now that Boom's December solicitations have been released, we see episode or issue 6 is already on there, so we're not even getting that short of a break.
Whew.
Usually with these, we get like a 6 month break, so that would have
Yeah.
put us looking like April. But we've got issue 6 coming out in December. We're only going to miss 2 months, so that's awesome.
Let's fucking go. Sorry, that was the millennial in me. All right. After that, we have Boom Studios' House of Slaughter,
Yeah.
issue number 9. I yeah.
Yeah, this has been a bad arc. This has been bad.
Oh, so bad enough for you to drop it?
No, I'll finish it.
Okay.
This is issue 4 of 5, and I trust the team enough to pick it back up, and if not, whatever. But no, I'm not gonna drop anything that's something that is killing the children related. It's all really good stuff. I just don't know what we're doing. It's become a really like heady um what's the word I'm looking for? Stream of consciousness kind of philosophical diatribe of just bleh. I'm
But
like, what are we talking about? What are we doing? There's no action. Literally, we've had 2 whole issues just of a dude chilling on a boat doing nothing. Like nothing.
kind of like Ramby's
So
detective comic.
do up
Kind of like Ramby's detective comic.
even less, but yeah,
All
totally.
right. Okay. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Speaking of Tinian, you have Department of Truth issue number 21. 21 issues already, man.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Right. This book don't freaking break. I mean, it does, but not as much. Or as for long periods. You know, the recent 20 issue, Cole's husband was kind of initiated into the idea of all this stuff that's been going on and what he's actually been involved in and how he killed 2 of his coworkers. Crazy. Um,
Crazy.
this book's about to get wild. I mean, it's been wild and it's still getting wilder. And
Mhm.
I'll throw it out there. I know I've already said it, but this is another potential pick of the week. I mean, you've got Tinian Strong writing, and literally these books, this Department of Truth, really doesn't have much action whatsoever. It's all deposition. It's all
Mhm.
mythos. It's all just playing on conspiracies, and I think that's what makes it the most intriguing. But then you put Simmons on on the art, and you're like, God damn, you
Yeah,
know.
it really ups the creepy factor for sure.
And what's crazy is we were both kind of like, man, when this book first came out, we were like, I don't know about this art. Like, it doesn't look like any of our other books. And
Mhm.
that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, we were very very wrong about
Very.
that. Very wrong.
Yeah.
We just didn't know Martin Simmons at the time. But
No, we just didn't know comics. Like,
that too.
we were like, where's Thor?
This issue is celebrating the 2-year anniversary of this book too.
Hmm.
It comes out the day after or the day before its 2-year anniversary. We got
Nice.
issue number 1, September 29th, 2020.
Well, why not put the demon baby eater on the cover? Like,
I know,
duh.
right?
All right. And after that, we're ending the night with 8 billion genies from Charles Soule.
Mhm.
You know, every time you talk about this book, it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And so what? Now we're doing 8 years,
8 months.
8 months.
Yeah, now we're doing the first 8 months.
Oh boy.
So like the uh, immigrant family that's on vacation. The mom is pregnant. She looks like she's probably gonna have her baby by the cover, and then of course you can see the teenager that willed himself to be a superhero to protect his parents. It looks like he's probably going through some type of like rapid aging problem.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I this is we're every time we have a new issue, not only does it get weirder, but we tackle something much, much, much bigger. And I think time is the big thing that we're tackling now.
Mm-hmm.
8 seconds, 8 minutes, 8 days, even 8 weeks, not that much time. 8 months is a lot of time. And
Yeah.
so I think we're going to be, I want to see if Charles Soule can still keep up the pedal to the metal sort of feeling, the really a lot's going on sort of thing. We also had the revelation last issue that the bartender was a genie.
Oh,
That's
that's
how he
right.
knew what was going on. But apparently, whoever the very last genie is on Earth, they have the honor of staying on Earth until the next genie purge comes along, and they
Jeez.
get to like live through it. That's like their little reward.
Wow.
So, yeah, this book is absolutely wild. It's already been picked up and the rights are sold, and apparently Charles Soule has even started writing scripts for it.
Jeez.
So like this went quick. Who
Well,
knows
if you
if it
got,
gets past pilot, but
mm,
you got a number one, like
that's what I
James
say.
always does, put it in the mylar.
Yeah, mine's in a Mylar right now. It's literally sitting right over there. Like I am ready to sell that thing. I'm ready to fucking get that thing graded and then sell that thing. That's what all right. Oh, I was about to say
Oh
that's
god.
it, but guess what? We got Mr. Easter issue number 1 from Scout Comics. This book has still yet to have been released. I'm not holding my breath that it's gonna get it's gonna be released this Wednesday.
Yeah,
But
probably not.
if it is, I guess it'll be on the show. But don't hold your breath because it
Do not.
literally gets kicked back every fucking Wednesday. And excuse my language, but it's frustrating.
A little bit. You know, it kind of takes a book that you were looking forward to and just like, man, never mind.
I might not pick that up. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of New Comic Book Day from the Two Fat Guys Pull List for the week of September 28th. I did that really weird, but my brain was all over the place. Anyway, make sure to let us know down in the comments, what are you picking up today? What is the first book you're going to read? And what's your potential pick of the week? We want to know down there in the comments. And as usual, guys, hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell. Give us a like. Share out this video. Share it to the masses. Let everybody know that they need to be coming to church on Sunday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time here on YouTube, where we preach the good word of Two Fat Guys Pull List, and we talk about awesome comics. We'll be here. We will be here. And, we're giving away stuff. But we can't give away stuff if we don't get our subscriber count up. We got to get to 750 so we can give away what we want to give away. You know what we're giving away, and we'll talk about what we're giving away on Sunday. Damn. Anyway, we'll catch you guys live. And then I'll also remember we will be doing a short 5 to 10 minute She-Hulk review. We'll catch you guys this Sunday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time here on YouTube. And as always, fam, be kind to one another and read more comics. Catch you in the next one.